Almost ready for game time at Rogers Center as the roof is shut to keep us nice and warm. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game series between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Marco Estrada will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, this guy's not going to blow you away. He's a consistent major league pitcher. Look, his ERA last year a little bit over 4, but he takes the baseball. And he's a guy who's going to take his lumps, but he's going to keep coming back at you. And I think we'll probably see that kind of performance today.
Here's Starling Marte. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Starling Marte.
And we kick things off tonight with a swing and a miss for a first pitch strike as we're underway. Harold, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Well, Matt, they're 2-2 on the homestand, so obviously you don't want to go 2-3 if you lose this game here. 3-2, though. The win today gets you shooting towards maybe a nice little winning streak. That's why this game's important to me.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And this is fouled at the plate. Here comes another 0-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 1. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I'm always excited when I get to see Adrian Beltre do his thing. He's averaging over an RBI game over his last 10. And I'll tell you what, that's being a total difference maker. It seems like every time he has a runner on base, he's relaxed. He understands what he's trying to do, and he's driving most of it in. Very dangerous right now.
First pitch of the at-bat. Brett Gardner is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Well, Johnson has gotten the inconsistent label before, but it's usually not too bad. Sometimes he's dead on with corner pitches, and other times he seems to tighten it up a bit. Up and down seems to be a similar experience, so we'll see how he does in this one.
And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that's inside and hits him, but it won't matter. It's out number 2 regardless.
Guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. 1-1. Here it comes. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now.
Well, that was a pretty good pitch right there. A little bit late. That's why he wasn't able to catch it right there in his wheelhouse.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. And all that gets him on the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Stepping up now, Curtis Granderson. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Here comes the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the move is Pilar. And that's the third out. Yanks leave one. Yankees nothing. Blue Jays coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Matt Garza is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. Harold, what do you got?
Well, this is going to be a challenge for him because it's a road game and he hasn't pitched well on the road at all. The numbers speak for themselves. So he's got to figure something out, whether it's concentration, whether it's focus, or whatever it might be. But he's got to turn around that trend to give his team a chance to really finish this season out strong.
So coming to the plate, Ted Shepard. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Ellsbury. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay throw, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
You don't really expect a leadoff hitter, especially a rookie, to hit for power, but he blasts this thing. And when he rounds first, he's thinking triple all the way. And those young legs helped him get there, too.
Stepping in now, Kevin Pilar, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, Harold, well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball, 5-2 over their last 7.
Well, Matt, it's always nice to win the first game on the road, and then you get ready for game 2. It just makes you feel like, hey, this could be a pretty productive road trip. If you win 2 games in a row, then you're really knowing we got a chance to have a great trip.
With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I've got an eye on Troy Tulowitzki. He won the Silver Slugger for shortstops last year. And in today's games, shortstops swing the bat well. And for him to walk away with that award tells you what kind of a player he is.
The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
This is where getting ahead in the count really pays off for you. Now you can get him to chase a pitch, maybe get a ground ball, double play, or a strikeout. Either way, it's going to help your cause.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Josh Donaldson becomes out number 2 this inning.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Garza pauses. First pitch on its way. Little chopper back to the mound. A play at the plate, and he will score as Mauer's tag comes in just a fraction of a second late. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
That's a fastball right down the middle. Now, you might be able to get away with it in the first inning. Guys are still filling him out. But if he's going to have success in this game, Matt, he's going to have to be on the corners with that fastball.
And Tulowitzki can't come up with that one as he falls behind 0-2 now.
He's already given up a run. He's got a runner on. He's got to put this guy away. Got him in an 0-2 count. You can't let this inning get any worse. Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
2 out with the man at first. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Dribbled up the line. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. In now, Adrian Beltre. He's off to a good start at the plate. The average coming in just under 300. Here comes the first pitch. Slow roller back to the mound. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Time now for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Blue Jays. In this day and age with analytics and the shift applied all over the field, this team is old school. They may be a dinosaur. They don't shift as much as everybody else. They play that stationed standard baseball.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Refsnyder fields it cleanly. Throw to first will be in time to take care of Ellsbury, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 7th, first baseman, Edwin Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion now. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. Into the windup and the pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Oh, I just don't understand that swing. The first 2 guys made outs on just 1 pitch. What are they doing up there?
Fouled back. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Man, was he flying down the line right there. Now, I know there's 2 outs, and he's not quitting. Maybe this is a rally starter with the 2-out infield single.
So digging in now, Eric Ibar. His average coming into this one is just barely over 200. So he'll be looking to turn the page on a slow start here. He's set, and the pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Tying run at first base. He's got to make sure that a ball in the gap, he scores. He's got to get a great jump. And one way to do it, as soon as you see that ball through the zone and you see the swing and it makes contact, you just got to get flying.
Here comes the 1-0. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit out towards second. Refsnyder has it. On to Pierce at first, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees. It remains 1-0. Here's Kendrys Morales. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
That's pretty good break right there, breaking all the way across the zone. Now, it's a little dangerous. He gets to see that ball a long time. But, man, that's a nasty snapdragon hook right there.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. Plouffe fields it cleanly, and the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Yankees. And yes, they are moving all over the field. They love to shift heavily into the analytics, and they really move players around playing the percentages. You'll see that a lot in this game today.
Now at the plate, Russell Martin. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike two. One out, nobody on. Slow little roller to third. Plouffe is right there on to first, and it's a good start to the inning for Garza. 2 away.
Batting 8th, left fielder, Paulo Orlando.
Stepping up to the plate, Paulo Orlando. He comes into the game with his average right at the 300 mark, so it's been a good start to the season for him. Garza steps into his windup. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. 2 out, nobody on. A late swing on the slider, and quickly it's 0-2.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys. Man, you get great results. 2 quick outs, and now he's 0-2 on this hitter.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gardner is there, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. So here's Joe Mauer. In prior meetings with Marco Estrada, 4 for 15. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Here's the pitch. Chop foul right by home plate, and it's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This is line to left, but he'll hardly Need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Standing in now, Starling Marte.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
The windup and the 0-1. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. Pilar is there, 2 gone.
Now batting.
Here's Brett Gardner now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Now another 0-2. And another foul ball.
I like the pitch right there. Got him to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again. Bro, he's definitely battling up there.
The 0-2 once more. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They trail this one 1-0. Former College World Series MVP Rob Refsnyder is next. And he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. Into the windup and the pitch. And Garza will use the slider to his advantage at strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. 2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and will do it again.
Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off.
Got him.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
In now, Ted Shepard. Now a bunt attempt here, but this is foul for the first strike. Now the 0-1. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Into the box, Kevin Pilar.
He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play.
Garza gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
He threw that ball right by him. When you got a guy throwing that hard, you got to really just think about using your hands and just spread out and let your hands fly. They're going to be quick.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Trevor Plouffe. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Skied into straightaway right. Shepard is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Curtis Granderson.
It is Curtis Granderson.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Orlando is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out.
Now batting,
settling in now, Adrian Beltre comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Well, Matt, they've been real aggressive, taking swings early in the count, but you're losing in this game, so you got to make an adjustment. You got to start taking pitches and maybe working the pitcher a little bit more if it's not working, being aggressive.
Now a swing, and Beltre hits one high and deep, and there is no doubt about this one. That's a long home run. So a solo home run off the bat of Adrian Beltre. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the Yankees have drawn even now at 1 apiece.
Or there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Up next for
Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
And he bangs it into center field for a base hit. It's a potentially big 2-out hit as Edwin Encarnacion will get to bat here.
Well, he hung that one and he didn't miss it. That's what you do. Hang it and bang it.
Encarnacion.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back in. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Edwin Encarnacion now hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. But the Yankees are able to tie things up on the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. All even now at 1-1. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped high in the air. Encarnacion is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, first baseman, Steve Pearce.
Here's Steve Pearce now. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. This is hit sharply to the left side, but unfortunately right at the shortstop for the second out.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. He was the winner of the AL Silver Slugger Award at shortstop a season ago. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
Now look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground. Mauer sets up. Here's the 1-1. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That winds up foul for the second strike. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Here's Eric Ibar now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Yankees, shortstop, Eric Ibar.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher, Joe
So
Mauer.
here's Joe Mauer. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hit hard down the line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 1 run, 4 hits. And no errors for the Yankees so far. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing. Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Now here's the pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And that'll get on past Tulowitzki. It's a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Starling Marte.
Here's Starling Marte as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the 0-1. In the dirt here. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. Runner goes, and this one's in the dirt. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base.
Once the catcher realized that pitch was going to be a worm burner, I think he gave up on worrying about trying to throw out the stealing base runner. That was a good job of just keeping it close and preventing the runner from maybe going all the way around to third.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Runner's on his way to third. Hit down the third baseline. The tag, and he is out. Throw to first, not in time, so they'll settle for 1 out. Here's Brett Gardner now. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. Marte off for second. Pitch misses. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end. Here's Kendry's.
Leading off for the Jays, designated hitter, Kendrys Morales.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Russell Martin is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1.
Matt, he's really putting on a clinic. The first pitch strike, we talk about it all the time. He's 90% in this game, first pitch strike. When you do that, you're going to have great success. Goodness gracious, Matt. 100 miles an hour. No wonder he swung and missed. You're not catching up to that pitch. No way.
Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Paulo Orlando.
And that'll bring up the Brazilian-born Paulo Orlando. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit up. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Ready on 1-2. Swing and a line drive, but this is going to get foul. Now another 1-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning.
Leading off for the Yankees, the left fielder, number 11. Brett Gardner.
First offering on its way. High in the air out to center field. Pilar's there. One away.
Up next for the Yankees.
Ready once again. Trevor Plouffe. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First delivery to him on the way. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees, right fielder Curtis Granderson.
Riding in once again, Curtis Granderson. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And this is fouled back and out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And boy, big problems here to start this at bat. It's 0-2 now. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Score remains tied 1-1. Former College World Series MVP Rob Refsnyder is next. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Boy, Matt, we're watching him have great success on that exploding fastball at the top of the zone. And I'm telling you right now, you can't catch up to that. It looks great to you coming in, but you have to get your bat in the position to get on top of it. And it's just too hard to do all those things and think you're going to square it up.
Into the box now, Ted Shepard, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Center fielder number 11, Kevin Pilar.
Stepping in now, Kevin Pilar. as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. A called strike over the outside corner.
Well, it's awful difficult, Matt, to hit when you find yourself down 0-2, but particularly when you haven't even swung the bat yet. Now you're in protect mode, and you haven't taken one swing.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. One out, nobody on. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there. You're down 0-2. You're in protect mode. You want to chase that ball. Nice layoff.
Weekly hit to third. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Third baseman, number 20, Josh Donaldson.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Josh Donaldson. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Hit back up the middle. Ibar has it. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. A run for the Jays on the solo homer. The 5, 6, and 7 hitter. Digging in and looking for more, Adrian Beltre. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up is Pilar. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya! So a solo shot here to left center field. His second home run of the game as the Yankees have tied things up. It's 2-2.
Yeah, we're all tied up, and it's anybody's ball game after that blast. We live in that "what have you done for me lately" world, so that gem he was pitching doesn't mean anything anymore.
Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury, as he'll swing and pop it up toward the left side of the infield. Donaldson is right there. One gone.
Now batting, first baseman, Edwin Encarnacion.
Digging in once again, Edwin Encarnacion. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch of the at-bat. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Well, he swung right through that on that changeup. The changeup is a tough pitch to swing at for the first pitch because you haven't measured his velocity yet, so you don't know what you're going to see coming your direction.
To his left is Tulowitzki. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Batter number 13, shortstop, Eric Ibar.
Here comes a Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first. And the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Jake McGee enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Jake McGee.
Standing in now, Eric Ibar. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. 1-0 delivery. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Pierce is over now, and he's got it for out number 2. Now at the plate, Joe Mauer. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. First offering on its way. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Swing and a hot shot toward third. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
First pitch on its way. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Shepard is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yankees do get one on the solo homer. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Ready for another shot now. Steve Pierce. He's got an RBI despite an 0 for 2 effort to this point. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
2 tough pitches. Looking at both of them, they're both the same pitch, it looks like, in the same location. He just wasn't ready for it. You got to be ready for anything now.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. So striding in, Troy Tulowitzki. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Fouled back. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Hit to third. On to first, and Tulowitzki grounds out here, 2 away.
The batter, number 8.
Ready for another chance? Kendrys Morales, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, that's another first pitch strike right there. Now he's over 70% so far in this game. First pitch strike to hitters. That's why he's deep in the game right now.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone, see if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time, see if he chases it again.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And boy, what a battle brewing here as he fouls yet another pitch into the seats. Still stuck on 0-2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays, and this game is still tied. Aaron Luke has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 62, Aaron Luke.
Down the first baseline, fielded by Pierce, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Up next for the Yankees.
Into the box,
baseman,
Trevor Plouffe. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Refsnyder gloves it. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
And that's what speed does for you. He made the play, but in the back of his mind, he knew he was dealing with the speedster, so he rushed the throw, and he had more time than he thought, too.
Ready now, Curtis Granderson. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get two. He will go to shortstop covering, and they do get the force at second. That was not an easy play. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Designated hitter,
trying to pick things up where he left off. Adrian Beltre. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch inside, the throw. Short hop, but he's out. Great play to pick the throw and slap the tag on him to end the inning. So no runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant. Home half of the 8th straight ahead, and we are tied 2-2. Devin Travis is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game. And he pops it up back behind second base. Marte into shallow center. Oh no, looked like he had it, but it goes right by him. The throw into second, the tag, and he is out at second.
Now batting, left fielder Paulo Orlando.
And that'll bring up the Brazilian-born Paulo Orlando. No hits in. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground toward the left. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Rob Refsnyder is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Garza steps into his windup, coming at him with the 0-1. And there's strike 2 as the fastball's fouled off to the right. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Heading out toward shallow right. Granderson is under it. And that's the 3rd out. Blue Jays go down in order. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show. A shot there of the nighttime beauty of this terrific Canadian city. Carlos Torres will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Number 43 is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Leading off for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Adrian
A
Beltre.
swing and a high drive to right center field. Pilar ranging back. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Hit out towards second. Throw to first to be
He's out.
in time to take care of Ellsbury, and there are two gone
For the
now.
Yankees. First baseman.
So dig.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Into the windup and the pitch. Now a cut fastball that almost had a little too much cut as it nearly ran in and got him.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Bud Norris comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
Bud Norris.
Digging in now, Ted Shepard. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9.
The bottom of the ninth inning
And
for
here's
the
a
Blue
fastball
Jays.
called for strike 1.
Right fielder, number 0.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Way in front of a great slider that time. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Granderson is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Blue Jays, center fielder.
Into the box now, Kevin Pillar. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
You know what I've been impressed with? He's really used that fastball to his advantage, and he's recognized the fact he's throwing it by people. So he's continued to dominate with the heater and not check off of it much.
And this is down for extra bases. And there's your winning run moving into scoring position. And he'll get there at third, and now the winning run's only 90 feet away with just 1 out. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
This is where you got to pitch to the strikeout. Infield's drawn in. You don't want contact. You want to make them swing and miss. Throw the nastiest stuff you have.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
He's just fouling them off so he gets something he wants to hit.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. And that slider's almost in the dirt. That's up the middle, past the drawn-in infield, into center. It's a base hit. And the Blue Jays are winners in walk-off fashion.
Always great when a game really comes down to the 9th inning like it did here. They had a chance to walk it off and send their fans home happy, and that's exactly what they did. Lots of smiles around here right now.
Not a lot of fireworks, but that narrows the candidate list for our top player of the game. And the man you see here was a key contributor, so he takes it home in this one.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here 2 hits, and
Fans
one
are
was a
final
long
line
ball,
score tonight.
so he has to
First
feel
for the
pretty good.